Welcome everyone to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Tuesday, March 21st, 2017. So today we have the moon in Sagittarius, giving us a bit of an open mind and a bit of an adventurous spirit, making it very good for philosophy, discussing larger things in life like the meaning of life, and anything else that does require expanding those horizons can go well here today. Still a very dreamy time. We have the sun in Pisces, Mercury and Venus there as well. So very good for listening to that intuition. And again, going within at this very watery time at the moment. This week, we are in the third quarter phase. Today, I think it is still good to be taking some steps, particularly with anything that came to you last week during the last full moon. Maybe taking some steps towards or challenging yourself to implement here today. So no major aspects today, but we do have the moon squaring up to Venus and trining Mars in the first half. So first half, maybe a bit of clash with connecting, maybe with the relationships or the things we enjoy connecting to in life. But the trine to Mars, with that, although that's going on, we have a lot of directness and assertiveness, and our personal needs can be very strong as well the first half. The second half, we get into a T-square with the moon, Pluto, squaring up to Jupiter, Uranus, and Mercury. A lot with that T-square, but this is particularly a square that's going on later in the week, involving Mercury. So we may just get a sort of glimpse today of what this might be, and it's probably a bit of a clash, maybe with communications, maybe with our mind, over under extreme with the minds, things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this in more detail when we return. All right, so let's first talk about the moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about expansion. Recently, the moon has gone over Ophiuchus since last weekend, over that galactic center. So today, as it was increasing yesterday, a bit more of that spirit for life. Very good for, again, expanding any horizons, whether it's mental horizons, such as through philosophy, spirituality, higher learning, even reading books, sharing our wisdom, but also, too, quite literally, such as through adventure, going for walks or hikes. Things like that can be a very good way to balance the emotions, because the moon here is wanting this expansion, wanting this adventurousness, and I think listening to that can be excellent. It also does signify a sort of theme of the day, that the theme might have to do with Sagittarius things. So in a larger picture, yeah, the sun, Venus retrograde, and Mercury all still very much in Pisces. Very good for rest, relaxation, or just having a more receptive way of going about our day, or just focusing on things and getting things done. So as long as I think we are connected to that inner guidance, we are willing to detach and let go of everything outside of our immediate control, I think there can be a lot of flow and a lot of good insight coming with all of this Pisces energy. Mars is, of course, in Aries, so there is that directness while all of that watery stuff is going on. Very good for personal needs, taking action, and even getting things done when it does have to do with the things we want and need in life. All right, so with the placements, here's the lunar aspects. The first half, there's that square up to Venus and the trine up to Mars with the moon. This will be more so applicable for those of you in Europe and the East, because essentially the more you go, because this reading is for the Americas, so the more you go east, it essentially moves everything over, all right, depending on however many hours you're there. Or how many hours you have to adjust for that. But regardless, all of us to a degree, the first half, we should be feeling perhaps a bit of a clash with connecting or wanting to enjoy things. Just a bit of friction there, maybe with relationships or something like that. So I think it's good to have the extra attention on cooperation if it is relationship related. And if it is material related or those types of values, having gratitude can be a great way of working with a Venus square. So with that, though, the trine to Mars does give us really good independence, drive. Again, Mars is in Aries and his fellow sign, so very strong right now when it comes to our personal needs. So anything that does require action, assertiveness, confidence even, can go very well this first half of the day. We do have a minor sextile to Neptune, so there is a bit of easygoingness about the day, which is nice. on a minor note, again, sort of coinciding with all this Pisces energy. And then as we go into tomorrow, this is where we get into that T-square with Mercury. And in this case, the moon is activating this. So essentially, do check the weekly for more information on this. But later in the week, on Thursday and Friday, Mercury is going to form this T-square. And so later on, there might be some clash with, again, the communication, maybe with the mind or the routine or something like that. Something that needs to be integrated. So the moon's going to accentuate this or sort of activate this early. So we do get a sort of glimpse of what's in store with this later in the week. So I think this second half of going into tomorrow, really good for bringing extra attention on the mind, extra attention on our communication or correspondence or information that we're giving or receiving with Mercury. And all in all, just the routine. Anything we do on a daily level, extra attention there can help balance that out, help avoid any type of major friction or clash that isn't necessarily going to happen for everyone. Of course not, but it's there collectively. There's just that feeling of it. So extra attention on the mind and all this can help balance that out. And it can be quite deep because the moon's going to go over Pluto later on. So there might be a bit of depth, and I think we're going to want to do this. I think it's really good to see the deep truth of things. And really connect on a deeper level with whatever it is we're involved with, really get to the truth of the matter. So I think a willingness to do that might facilitate it, again, with balance and harmony, can make it, done very smoothly there. All right, so that is the day in a nutshell. The way I would sum it up is it's kind of split in half. You got the first half with this more interpersonal stuff, with the square up to Venus, extra attention there with cooperation and all of that, yet really good assertiveness and things that do require that. Those personal needs can be very strong. Then the second half, a bit of clash with the communication or learning or the mind or something like that. So extra attention there, or maybe challenging ourselves to communicate some things that need to be communicated, learn some things perhaps. And always with Mercury, it's good to meditate and sort of anything that can help us be present with the mind can help facilitate that as well. So that's the split of the day there. But as a general gist, yes, very watery with all this Pisces energy, great for that intuition. And I think most fundamentally about the day, accessing that free spirit for life, which is Sagittarius. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.